The last episode of Kasa for this month, April, is live right now on News Central TV, and you're watching. That said, my name is JJ Raymond. Welcome to the show. We're going to start from Nigeria, kick off right here, where the question, what do men really want, has been trending all over socials. Then we head out to the continent, where there is an ongoing conversation about criticisms in Hollywood, and of course, there is an itch. Stick around in a bit. Welcome to Kasa once again. Hey, we're going to be talking right now, but I've got guests with me. First, I must introduce the lady, a beautiful lady, of course, Peculiar, who is a content producer right here at News Central. How you doing, Peculiar?
Hi, JJ. I'm good.
Good to see you. You're welcome. And of course, also joining us today is a cinematographer, Grandmaster. How you doing, bro?
Very fine, thank you.
You're really the Grandmaster. Do you play golf?
Chess.
Okay. So, because I know that, men like you, take it up to another level. But then, what do men really want? What do men want is a question that has been on the lips of many Nigerians, especially on the social media space, for a very long time. Now, this week, we were met with a very fresh episode of this unending series. The most recent episode is that of Nollywood actor cum politician Yul Edochie, who took to social media on Wednesday, April 27th, announcing a new addition to his family. Well, it got people wondering because the man is in his 40s, and he has 4 children already. Okay, so what could he possibly want again? While we were still throwing tantrums on Twitter, Yul Edochie came out with the final bit of the story. Let's check it out. For the world to meet my son. His name is star DK Monachimso Yul Edochie, born by my second wife, Judy Austin, that's the handle, and I love him so much, just as much as I love my other children. Big blow, right? It didn't take long before the actor, put up a picture of his first wife, actually, but before then, he was slammed by his wife, May. Slammed him over the post saying, "May God judge you both." Prior to the announcement, Yul was married to May for 17 years, and as I said earlier, they already have 4 children. He even posted some years ago referencing his first wife as the one who stuck by him through all his old palaver in his life, And this leaves me with one and many questions. First up, I would like to ask, hey, Peculiar, what do men really want?
JJ, asking me what do men really want. Like, I'm supposed to be asking you. I'm supposed to be asking the 2 men here. What do you people want?
Grandmaster, what do we want?
Apart from money, happiness, I guess.
Happiness?
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't matter if you find happiness in 1 wife or 2 wives,
It's a complicated story. I think sometimes you could be with someone and after a period of time, you would probably lose interest in that person. It's a possibility. Okay.
When a man gets what he really wants, why does he opt for something else? I need to understand that because, come on, you profess love to her already. You've already, shown her everything about you, and she's been there with you through the years, and all of a sudden you get tired. Is that it?
That's not how it works. That's not how it works.
Please tell us how it works.
It's more like, well, we're in this together, right? And as much as you're invested in it, I'm invested in it as well. And if we go on after a certain period of time, things just don't work out anymore.
Okay, could we say that he was tempted, or is it the case of being polygamous? Peculiar.
Well, for the question you actually asked, which is if you have what you want, why do you want something else? Let me be fair, it's common for everybody. Even babies cry for milk, and when they get the milk, they don't want the milk anymore. No, it's the truth. It's actually really, really common to want something else. Human needs is unlimited. It can never be met.
Okay, so I'm wondering, why did this suddenly blow up the internet? It's almost like a regular thing that, men always play around. But why this one? This one became so big. Is it because it's an actor? Is it because it's your... Why exactly, Peculiar?
It's the audacity for me.
Woo-woo.
It is the see, men will embarrass me in this life. I keep telling you, men. No, see, okay, like what? Why do you think the first wife actually commented on that post? God will judge the both of you. She never experienced it. It was a shocker for her. It's the audacity. Men will always do these things. Okay, 17 years. He's not the only one married for 17 years. She's also married for 17 years. Do you think she doesn't also want to have something out there with someone else?
Grandmaster, how would you take it? I mean, if men are prone to being polygamous, you know, if it's to a great extent acceptable somehow, how do you feel if a wife decides to be polyandrous?
That's a tricky question.
Okay.
That's a tricky question. I don't think I have an answer to that question.
Okay. Now, let me ask you. You are in a relationship, or if you were in a relationship and your wife decides to, play around your spouse, your partner, how would you take that?
Well,
would it be okay for you?
I think it's wrong.
Okay.
But if she makes her point clear that she's no longer interested in the relationship, it's okay if she wants to go out. It's okay for us to ask for a divorce or something. For me, I feel like that's how it should work.
Okay, this time around, Yul Edochie comes, of course, his brother, Yul's brother, and he comes with his own episode and talks about this whole palaver going on. And he said a whole lot of things, and I keep wondering, what exactly did he say? Now, this reference where he talked about that Yul actually went on to do this, to get married to his second wife, just to cover up his maybe shame, his errors. Do you think so? How do you react to that? Is that the best way to go?
I actually agree with that. I mean, if you see the way he was just posting back to back, you could tell he was feeling guilty, and he rushed to go marry the wife, like, oh, I'm campaigning, and the popular saying, they say, I don't shit for church. You understand? So he just wanted to cover it up and like, it happens, let me just marry her. I mean, I'm capable of doing that. I don't think that was in the books for you. He never actually planned on getting married to another wife, but of course,
Was that the best way to react, Grandmaster?
For me, if that's the reason he took another wife, then that would just be stupid, I think. I think you're literally committing your next 50 to 60 years with this person because you made an error. I don't think that's how it should work.
If you were in his shoes, what would you have done differently?
But I can't be in his shoes. He's an asshole.
Oh my God, how sure are you, bro? Come on.
I'm certain of myself. I can't be in his
Handsome
shoes.
man, you've got the stardom, you've got everything going on for you, you've got the women sliding into your DM.
If I like some other person, I'm uncomfortable in the relationship, I would just literally opt out of it.
So you're saying some girl out there have not tried because of you?
Okay, now this brings me to my next question. As this controversy has sparked even deep conversation or even deeper conversations in marriage and polygamy in African society. First up, some claim polygamy is said to eliminate promiscuous extramarital relationships. Some even hold strongly to the opinion that polygamy is protection against prostitution and venereal diseases. Would you agree to that? Peculiar.
No, I'm not going to agree to that. Having many wives doesn't stop cheating. In fact, it makes it easy for you because it's something you're used to. I mean, if you keep doing it, then you're going to continue doing it. So polygamy is just an excuse that statement basically is just an excuse to the African culture that says it is okay for a man to have more than one woman in his life. I'm over it.
Now, Raymond says, talking about the popular Raymond Omokri, who's got an opinion over so many things. And he says, in my opinion, personal opinion, I don't think polygamy is a sin. Scripture is crystal clear that God himself gave David many wives. Abraham, Jacob, and many godly men were polygamists. And it was a regular way of life in the scripture amongst everyday people. Polygamy is only forbidden for bishops, overseers, and elders in the church. Monogamy is a Western construct, not a Christian one. Is Reno making a valid point? Because it's not quite... I'm not pretty sure that all Christians would agree to this.
Yeah, I thought we're sticking to the New Testament now. I thought all those things happened in the Old Testament.
Are you asking me which do you stick to?
I think his statement is wrong. That's the point I'm trying to make. I think his statement is wrong. We have grown beyond that point. I feel like if you're with a partner, you should actually be very comfortable with your partner that you would not want to be with someone else. The idea that you want to be with someone else, if it generates in your head, that means you're already unhappy in your relationship. So I don't fancy.
But from his own reference, polygamy is only, monogamy this time is only ascribed to bishops and people in position in
You can't
churches.
make a statement like that without a quote. Then that's just your opinion. In the Bible, yes, we say King Solomon had, is it 500 wives?
Yeah,
and
300 wives, 700
okay.
concubines and more.
So that's in the Old Testament. That's in the Old Testament before
Yeah.
Jesus Christ came.
It's okay.
He came. The Old Testament, all things have passed away. Behold, all things have become new. And then there was a New Testament, which is one man leaves his mother and father and cleaves to his wife, and they become one flesh, one.
Okay, so that simply means you stand by, both of them be one. That's the standpoint.
Yes.
Wow. I'm shocked, You too, bro.
Yeah, I agree with her on this one.
Okay, one thing, the internet doesn't lie, neither does TV lie, so we're also going to hold on to this conversation with you someday, Grandmaster, and then we'll bring it out where you say, no. And all of a sudden,
Exactly.
Grandmaster does.
If every man was saying all of these things, we are the ones that was cheating.
Anyway, it's been an interesting conversation talking about this and every single thing happening around us. Stick around, we're going to be right back with another story. This is Bob Kasa. Now we're done with the African story. Let's go over to the abroad, where Academy Award-winning actress and philanthropist Viola Davis has finally spoken up about the critics she received over her portrayal of Michelle Obama in the new U.S. TV drama series called The First Lady. Some viewers said the actress was overly pursuing her lips, with many complaining her facial expressions were distracting and, for some, insulting.
First Lady has to be a special kind of woman.
I can't have you backseat driving.
They want to turn me into a Black Martha Stewart? I will pick my team, choose my causes, understood?
Now, a lot of persons have been dropping comments about this. Now, a tweet says, I can only assume Viola Davis is one of those celebrities surrounded by sycophants, and nobody had the nerve to tell her that her pursued-lipped parody was embarrassing for her and Michelle Obama. Another tweet follows saying, I'm sorry, I admire Viola Davis and I admire Michelle Obama, but Davis's portrayal of Obama is unwatchable. Too bad. And then the next tweet also comes saying, I was looking forward to watching First Lady, but after 10 minutes, I couldn't watch it anymore. Every time Viola Davis's face came on screen as Michelle Obama, I was very put off. The pursuing of the lips was way too much, and the makeup is awful. Thank you, but I'll pass. Now in response, speaking with the BBC, Viola Davis admitted it is incredibly hurtful when people say negative things about her work. According to her criticism, is an occupational hazard of acting. How do you move on from the hurt, from failure? The 56-year-old asked, but you have to. Not everything is going to be an award-worthy performance. She added, critics absolutely serve no purpose, and I'm not saying that to be nasty either. They always feel like they are telling you something that you don't know. Somehow that you're living a life, that you're surrounded by people who lie to you, and I'm going to be the person that leans in and tells you the truth. So it gives them an opportunity to be cruel to you. But immediately, or ultimately rather, I feel like it is my job as a leader to make bold choices. Win or fail, it is my duty to do that. Now, questions are rising. Can you relate to what Viola Davis said, that critics, in an attempt to make sense, correct you perhaps, end up saying stuff that you already know? Is that true, Grandmaster?
For me, the tweets, I think they are just too mean. I think they're too mean. I don't think you should actually criticize people's work that bad. I mean, there was like a bunch of crew. There were the directors, the producers, and other people there, and I think that's the role they wanted her to play. And I feel like she did a good job, although it kind of looked funny though, but like, I feel like she did a
But are
good
you
job.
sure that wouldn't be, lying? I mean, people deceiving you? Because even everybody gets critiqued over his job. Peculiar, what do you think?
This is just like another name in Hollywood with the same story. We had the same thing for Lady Gaga with her portrayal of Gucci's wife in House of Gucci. I mean, people are always going to talk. This is the social media era, so people just need their phone and then they type their opinion. At the end of the day, she's making more money in her account, so nobody really cares. I mean, she did justice to the character to the best of her knowledge. That's the best she could do, so deal with it. If you don't want to watch it, don't watch it. Still getting paid.
Now, what do you think criticism play in art? I mean, let's bring it back home, our movie, our TV industry, you know, all that. Is criticism really important?
Well, yes, I think it's actually really important. You need to understand areas in your work that you're not actually doing so well. But most creatives, they criticize their works on their own terms.
Okay.
So possibly, if I create a job now, I would probably see all the errors I've made, but I would still want to release that job so that every other person could see it as well, because it's part of the process of growth.
But are you the best critic of yourself?
Well, yes, I think so.
I'll say criticism is important, but what's more important is who is criticizing you.
Okay.
Because if you listen to every criticism out there, then, I don't know, you're going to get lost.
Yep.
So listen to people that are important, people that have done works of art that shows that they know what they are saying. Then pay attention to their criticism, not just everybody on social media.
Okay, so as a cinematographer, what does criticism mean in photography?
Cinematography is for videography, by the way. But
Okay.
yes. So it simply means if I release a body of work, people would look at it and they will give me their best possible judgment of the work. But sometimes there are some things that I see, and there's a way I want to tell my story that is just unique to me. And I feel like you might not see the way I'm saying it, but that's where criticism goes off the ring.
And who should criticize you? Everybody? Anybody? Social media? Or just professionals?
It's your choice if you want to criticize my work. You could.
Whose criticism are you going to accept?
Professionals in my field, mentors I look up to as well too.
Okay, so that said, I think, in my opinion, it's best to just listen to the professionals. Trust me, you know, I'm not saying that people, the consumers of your content are not also professionals or have their own opinion or have a critical view to your job. But I think the professionals who've studied, who've learned, who've had experiences should be the ones to tell you, hey, bro, you better switch or not. You got. That's what my opinion is anyway.
100%.
Anyway, coming down right now to Nigeria, there are a lot of things are going on. Respect to all the Nigerian ladies, respect to the women right here, we love you, mwah, sweethearts, yes. But then, somebody comes saying, over to the itch, OGB_recent, that's his handle. He says 95% of Nigerian girls date for survival. Peculiar. Is that true?
Now, this is a question you can direct to me.
Okay, girl. Okay, girl. Do Nigerian girls, do 95% of Nigerian girls date for survival?
Now, my ladies, I love you, but it's true. Look,
Hey.
it's the truth. No, see, I don't want to, like, come here and sound holier than thou.
Wow.
Most ladies, not all anyways, like in every situation, you can't say it's 100%, but most ladies in Nigeria these days, they are dating for survival. Many people are in that relationship that they know it's not going anywhere, but once he's paying the rent, you know, he's funding everything, and I don't do it, but a lot of people do.
Well, 95% of Nigerians, you know, for survival. That's what she agrees to, but she doesn't do it anyway. Grandmaster, I don't think your opinion differs right now. From your personal experience, have they come to suck something off you, your account?
Well, not really for me. Most of the ladies I meet are awesome ladies, so I can't really say. Yeah, I get lucky with
Respect to
my ladies.
the ladies, man. Please, where do you find these ladies? Because I'm also searching.
Well, I think most of the time, most people, when they are trying to, when they meet a lady, they go with the wrong impression. They don't try to make her happy or smile and stuff like that. They go trying to show off themselves. And the lady's like, okay, sure, why not?
Wow.
I just feel like it's just that simple. I think every single girl there wants to be happy, and she wants to be with a guy that has money as well too. You don't want to be a broke guy in the relationship as well too. So
you're right.
I wouldn't say they are dating for money. Most of them are just lost.
So your last words for now. don't get broke. Don't be broke in a relationship. Is that
Don't
it?
be broke in a relationship. Definitely don't be broke in a relationship.
Peculiar, what about you?
This song says, love is sweet, oh, when money enter.
Love is sweeter.
Bravo.
Thank you. Thank you to my delectable guests right here. Thank you so much for being a part of the show.
Thank you.
Thank you,
So
Grandmaster.
lovely.
Thank you, Peculiar.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's been a fantastic time right here. And to you who's watching, do you think 95% of the ladies around you date for some financial gidigba? Let me know. Drop a comment right here. Have yourself a beautiful day.